Here's Johnny. Thank you. Happy days are here again. The sky is gonna clear again. Happy days are here again. Well, hello there, social media family. Being up any subscribers and our visitors alike. Any persons who are affiliated, associated with, and are representing my own YouTube social media channel and our chat room conversation. How are you doing? It's how are you all doing? A person among yourselves. And how are your loved ones, your different families, and friends of your different households for that matter? Well, hopefully all is well with one and all, or with more than quite a few. And hopefully the same can or could possibly be said and stated for the record when it comes to me and mine. You know, and not better yet to be said. You know, everything is all right. That much more, or not best of all to be said, whereas anybody can or could possibly claim to feel more blessed than stressed. Blessed and stressed, more blessed and stressed, or too blessed to possibly become or be stressed. You and yours, as well as me and mine. I know some of you may be thinking right about now, or wondering, how come you feel a little more upbeat at the moment? What's happened with your economic status or living arrangements? No, nothing has changed. Just trying to give it to God, I still have to save up money, not only for moving expenses, but likewise for to pay the first month's rent to a new landlord, a future new landlord, in one of the preferred or more preferred neighborhood communities for the Vicinity area, be it within the city limits or within the suburbs. If and when I can or could possibly find an available apartment vacancy, hopefully within a reasonable time frame period, so I can get out of this damn hellhole, and out of this here being one of the less preferred neighborhood communities for the Vicinity area, if you know what I mean. Read between lines, fill in blanks, as in one that is more impoverished or more poverty stricken, with more food deserts, not to mention more crime ridden. Whereas a person would stand a much greater risk of becoming involved with or being bothered by the likes of, the proverbial neighbors from down hell, among the public nuisance problem neighbors. And for where I'm at, they themselves are some of the worst or worstest ones yet for one of the worst or worstest Vicinity area neighborhood communities. But then you have got to take the bitter with the sweet. And like you say, when you have lemons, make lemonade. And all I could do is pray for anybody else as well as pray for myself and hopefully receive prayers for myself. And lately, I've been like off my equilibrium, if you know what I mean. I've been feeling like a space cadet, more or less. Possibly more than less, is what I meant to say, correction. Prince of Peace, continue regulating my mind, compared to how the Prince of Darkness attempt to confuse my speech. Or like an astronaut or cosmonaut, if you know what I mean, read between lines and blanks. I just got to give it to God. Then because no matter what the problem, I go to the rock. Oh, excuse me. Anyway, though, this particular present social media broadcast, video content, is not one where it's I wish to complain, be like Worry Wart, or a person who is seemingly or seem to be always practically, if not possibly, always negative. Not that I'm a negative person. I'm just saying, as a matter of speech, for the sake of argument, and I don't want to be confused with one. You know, and whereas another person could say, "Man, you supposed to be believing God, exercise your power in His name." You know, because if I didn't know any better, I would swear you some such other camp. You know, not just the worst above, the worstest of the unsaved unbelievers, non-believers, unsaved non-believers, unbelievers. You know, because all I ever hear is just so much. It seems like practically, not possibly. Well, I meant to say my bad correction. That all I ever hear is just so much negativity coming from you. Oh, woe is me. This has done that to me. That has done this to me. This person has done that to me. That person has done this to me. This person has done this to me. That person has done that to me. This situation has done this to me. That situation has done that to me. Woe is me. I was born dead. The one holding a bottle or the pipe or at the same time, one could possibly be now mouth. Oh, woe is me. Woe is me. Oh, woe is me. Nah, I ain't gonna go there at the moment. Neither nor am I going to rain on you all's holiday parade. Talking about how most recently I lost, quite a lot of money, giving into an addiction, relapsing. So far as gambling is concerned, not the bottle or the pipe. Anyway, though, this particular present social media broadcast, video content is supposed to celebrate this upcoming holiday as we have it, whereas it is now, Independence Day Eve or 4th of July Eve, for the literal actual Independence Day or 4th of July holiday is supposed to start come tomorrow. Yes, it's July 3rd, 2024, and for a Wednesday of the weekend for Hump Day. Or in other words, it's the 4th day of the 7th month, being of July, and in the year of our Lord and Savior, 2024, 2024. Whereas we are supposed to celebrate our nation's history as it was established as a supposed or so-called democratic republic or democracy. When George Washington had crossed the Rubicon. No, sorry about that. My bad. I'm getting him confused with another, leader of our own supposed or so-called democratic republic or democracy. Julius Caesar. E2 Brutus. The March of Eyes. Now, what was that? George Washington crossed the Delaware River in the dead of winter to catch the red coat British with the pants down while they was taking a leak or getting jiggy with it, either with some of such escort service women or worse yet, prostitutes. I'm just, doing a twist on the, the historical event, not to be taken seriously. It was meant to be put out there as some kind of comedic parody or comedy. So the Red Coast was like saying, "Oh, come here, Slim. That big pimpin' wanna holler at you, big player from the Himalayas. I got a few leaves I wanna lay on you. You know, I'm saying, regardless of whether or not me and my boys could have, hit the lottery or won at the roulette table or the one-armed bandit or at blackjack. You hear what I'm saying? Come here, Slim. We want to lay these leaves on you and your girlfriends. Mm-hmm. You kind of like, taking a break from the Revolutionary War, We don't see any Minuteman anywhere anytime too soon. And with the blue coats being their own military otherwise, then most of their soldiers and officers, they like just farmers and the like, What do they know about fighting a war? By the time they catch up with us, we would have been through racing, reclaimed territory, turf on the mainland, across the great waters of the Atlantic. We'll have it made in the shade and get paid in full. But in the meanwhile, we want to, throw some of these green leaves on y'all, or whatever they call this here, money. About 1 or 2 centuries away from, some futuristic Abraham Lincoln becoming president of the USA and John F. Kennedy becoming president of the USA, after George Washington supposedly is to become the president of the United States of America, after they supposed to defeat us, Red Coast of the British. That all depends. But we ain't necessarily, ass white, unless of course they want to go about making like they trying to take advantage of some of such other military maneuvers that they techniques that they themselves could have learned from the Indians, like hit and run action of revolutionary times, Be like, how, pow, and skedaddle. Let's get jiggy with it. Oh yeah, get some of that Snoop Doggy Frog Hog music going. Boom, 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 boom. Rolling down the street, sipping on. Where the woman at? Oh, here, come on, lady. Then where's the Minuteman catch them in with the draw down? While they getting jiggy with it, poking and stroking, hopping and popping. Freeze! Freeze, you red coat, fascist, British, red coat fascist Brits. They even had the nerve to text our cup of tea to show you Billy King really don't agree. We're gonna show you how it feels. We're gonna dump this tea and turn it into the biggest cup of tea in history with no more King George. With the exception of King George's George Bush Sr., George Bush Jr., a former brother of mine of a secret society that I was supposed to have been a Carcan member of before I had supposedly retired, or rather before I had cut all ties with some and such, but that particular one as well as any other ones. And now, whereas the different secret societies and royal families have formed the No Homer Simpsons Club from yours truly, me, being a person by myself. So now I'm this little brother of former ex-president Barack Hussein Obama, give or take, more or less, or maybe not. It all depends.
And so King George, otherwise the president of the USA was coming at King George, you know, Great Britain, England, like, this is it, man. We ain't having none of that, man. It ain't going down like that, see? We want no more from Mother England, man. We setting up camp here across the water of the Great Atlantic, and this is our turf now. You hear what I'm saying? And if you don't like us coming off like, John Wicks or the Punisher on you, piecing folks otherwise, and we cutting our ties like the gangster disciples divided up into different sects, fighting among one another. See, we ain't having that, man. We ain't having that. We don't care if y'all kind of like, form an alliance with the French white boys, with them Native Americans and Indians. You know what I'm saying? You white Brits, because we white Americans. Otherwise, we got our own thing. And before black slavery was to really jump off right now, the darkies are considered as indentured servants, as some of such of our white folks, white people. We got our own thing. We got our own thing. But then, if blacks are looking for, speaking Chinese man now to come man, for white America to give them reparation payments of money or monetary finances, a currency at some such given on time for what had happened to black ancestors, black males being hung from trees and black females being raped at random. Even after the civil rights movement had jumped off, but more before the civil rights movement had jumped off, and to complement all that of 400 years of slavery, black slavery, to be compared on to the centuries Jewish persecution, and not to mention the 4 years of the Holocaust that the white Jewish had because of that experience. If blacks are looking for reparation payments come from white folks, white people from my white folks, from my white peeps, I can say it both ways. I'm supposed to be mixed. Some of us blacks are more mixed compared to other blacks that are less mixed. And together, those two elements make the foundation. If my black folks, black peeps are looking for reparation payments coming from my white folks or white peeps, it ain't happening, man. That's just a dream. Oh, it's just a dream. Shaboom, shaboom. But then I still believe that one of the greatest presidents that ever lived was Harry S. Truman. Give him hell. Give him hell. Give him damn hell, Truman. And no offense meant to my Japanese folks. I mean, though he inhumanely gave the order to drop those two bombs, atomic bombs, to be compared to hydrogen and nuclear bombs, hydrogen nuclear bombs nowadays. Though he gave the order to the military to drop those atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki of Japanese cities back then during World War II. But nevertheless, he saved a whole lot of American military personnel lives by doing so. Not that I'm condoning that. or congratulating him for doing something so inhumane. But I'm saying, but you gotta look at it from another point of view. Not any more of our American military personnel had to, you know, make like foot soldiers on foreign soil and risk their lives being ended. Because Harry S. Truman said, I'm sick and tired of this here. I said, I'm sick and tired of this here. Don't play with me. Don't take kindness for weakness. Now, I done told y'all time and time again that if you Japs don't chill out, y'all gonna see another side of me. Because they're gonna be like, boom, boom. Y'all gonna be singing a different song from there. Y'all gonna be like, he dropped the bomb on me, baby. He dropped the bomb on me. Boom, 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 boom. And y'all gonna be wishing y'all was singing that other song much rather instead. Staying alive, staying alive, staying alive. But then one of my other most favorite president of the USA was Richard M. House Nixon. Though he rained down fire on Viet Cong, but he had pretty much so speeded up the day of the end of the Vietnam War when he gave the American Air Force the green thumb to start bombing, Viet Cong strongholds, Like what the Israelis, the white Jewish brethren, the manner of the Israeli military soldiers and officers are going about bombing the hell out of Islamic Muslims strongholds elsewhere. That Islamic Muslim terrorist strongholds is what I meant to say. Not that all Islamic Muslims are terrorists. My bad correction. That's what I meant to say. You all get it, John. You know what I was trying to say. I'm not trying to be racist against all Islamic Muslims. Because I'm sure there are some law-abiding Islamic Muslims and Arabs and Palestinians compared to the other ones are just stupid and sick as damn hell. If they permit themselves to be brainwashed to support, Islamic Muslim terrorists, they some stupid dumb fucks, some stupid dumb shitheads, some stupid dumb fuck pieces of shit. Oh, excuse me for cussing for them. There's some stupid dumb motherfuckers, Forgive me for cussing for them, but I think you all get the general deal of what I'm trying to say. If they support Islamic Muslim terrorists who are using them as physical human body shields to keep from getting killed by the Israeli military, that's just crazy. That's crazy downhill. But anyway, getting back to the original subject matter of the issue at hand. And so it was our founding fathers who decided to protest against the Brits. And they were saying, well, quite King George, but we have made it that to become a declaration of independence for us to consider, as we are obligated to secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity. We have decided that we will establish a democratic republic, a democracy, as we see fit to do so. Yes, and we will call it the USA, United States of America. We here and now cut our allegiance to the British crown. And now we got our own thing. Boom. We got our own thing. And we're going to fight the likes of you fascists, faggots, fascists, red coat Brits from the Atlantic to the Pacific. If you want to come on and attack us, come and get it. Just like we come at the French in the War of 1812. Because it going on. Boom, 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 boom. Because we Americans be like, y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. When it comes to y'all Brits, the England, y'all gonna make us act the fool up in here. We're gonna let our Marines deal with y'all first and foremost. You know, this will be a factual, historical, history. How when the supposed called Aryan the superior Aryan race of Nazi military soldiers and officers, when they had encountered the United States Marines, when they had seen how they were fighting like crazy, you think about, Mad Dog with rabies, pit bulls and Rockefeller fighting other mad dogs with rabies, other pit bulls and Rockefeller. When they had seen how the United States Marines were throwing down, kicking ass, looking like zombies, and they look like they was like demons in human flesh kicking ass, even when it was practically down to their last man and down to their last bullet. Those Nazis, man, they was like fearing for their lives, wondering if they should throw down with the American Marines again. Was it worth the gamble? Like the members of the 1% of MC of the pagans, maintain control of their turf when the other, 1% of MC of the Hell's Angels had attempted to take over pagan turf, but the pagans ran them out of their hometown. So those U.S. Marines were thrown down with the German Nazis. Boom, 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 boom. Thank God for the Marines, for the U.S. Marines. I could have joined the Marines back in the day. They said you have to have a high school diploma. I only had a GED certificate. Goofy, ignorant, and dumb certificate, some would call it. But then you'll be surprised how high school equivalency education is pretty much so impressive to be compared onto high school education of 4 years. But anyway, though, I took my GED and I got into the Army. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to become a 5-star general in the U.S. Army for that particular branch of the U.S. military, being because certain ones, my American military superiors or sergeants that spoke against me, compared to there was just one in my favor. Racist redneck pukes. Anyway, though, happy 4th of July to everybody. Sorry about the cussing and swearing like a drunken sailor. Hope I didn't use God's name in vain. At that, worse yet. And I hope that each and every one of you have a happy 4th of July. Happy Independence Day. I'm gonna have me some barbecue. I'm gonna chill with my extended family. Otherwise, not the church, but some brothers and sisters at a local free eating spot of a soup kitchen that moonlights as a food pantry, whereas the sponsors of some such are supposed to be like, preparing to celebrate and serve a holiday meal for the poor and needy and the homeless. I'm gonna chill with them. It's all good in the hood, man. You know what I'm saying? Just gotta give it to God when you have lemon, make lemonade, baby. Baby. And be I would later on, if not before then, for thinking of a man's intention to hit that spot and grub and maybe go somewhere else to get some free grub, but some others free in spite of some kitchen, moonlight the food pantry not. God was not chill with some of my police friends, cop friends, you know, the boys in blue on the force, and have a holiday meal with them at a local police station. You'd be like, here's the man of the hour. The supposed so-called anonymous little brother of former ex-president Barack Hussein Obama. Are you still being harassed, intimidated, and persecuted, or terrorized, traumatized, bullied by that one particular neighbor from down here? Then the main neighbor from down here, a local drug pusher. So much for that conversation, yeah, it's all good in the hood. You know, just gotta give it to God. You know what I'm saying? Can no weapon formed against me shall prosper. And he'll keep you in perfect peace if you keep your mind stayed on him. He's a keeper. Take back what the devil stole from me, and I rejoice today. I shall recover it all. Hey, former ex-mayor Richard Daley and former ex-president George Bush, can I spend a Thanksgiving Day holiday, a Christmas Day holiday season with y'all? Yes. Being my white peeps and white folks, regardless of how the different secret societies and royal families have formed the No Homo Simpsons Club for me, myself, yours truly here, all the same, as they did against Homer Simpson in that one Simpson cartoon episode. Anyway, during this last note, I'm sorry if this is not the we call Independence Day or 4th of July holiday, social media broadcast, or video content that you all were expecting, but at least I did try to, that is make one for you all. You got to give me credit where it's due. Take it for what you want. This last note I say, if you haven't gotten Christ as your own, but then I may check out my one brother, only flesh and blood brother, compared to how I'm supposed to have other brothers who have blood brothers and sisters. I'm only living flesh and blood brother, my own immediate family. I may chill with him during the, holiday here. But then, if you haven't not gotten Christ as your personal Lord and Savior, I would hope that you all would think to do so now while the blood is still running warm in your veins by recognizing and realizing what he himself had done, did upon the cross of Calvary on the hill of Golgotha, suffering at the hands of some Roman soldiers upon the orders of their superiors, religious, political, militarists, etc. But then, nevertheless, he went to that cross of Calvary to become a perfect sacrifice. The only sacrifice for you as well as for me. Don't steal my trademark physical gesture. I'm going to have to copyright it sometime unless I want to risk it being plagiarized. Whereas if any of us, regardless of race, walk of life, faction, society, lifestyle preference, age, gender, etc., were to profess some such faith in him, from there we become or be blessed in one regard or another, more with more. First and foremost, with his salvation being which is the only means by which any of us can or could possibly acquire the only fire insurance against the fiery flames of the lake of fire down hell. And second of all, with his deliverance, that his salvation is the only fire insurance against the fiery flames of the lake of fire down hell, as well as the only means by which any of us can or could possibly acquire citizenship for the kingdom of heaven. And where from there, once we were to have acquired that, we don't have to worry about what our final destination would become or be in the afterlife, or the great beyond and hereafter. Because we would not be assembled with the rest of of those being of the unsaved, lost down human souls, the unbelievers and unbelievers, in the fiery flames of liquefied down hell, to be burning and to be tortured and terrorized by the devil and the demons forever. Then because we will be across that great divide that separates heaven from hell. And in the company of like-minded believers, as in Christians, aka Protestants, in the presence of God and his angels, otherwise, you know, and even so be blessed down here upon the planet earth. Because God is not to be mocked. You shall reap what you sow, you know. Better recognize and realize, you know what I'm saying? This ain't no joke, man. You better spend some quality time with God while you still have time. Because tomorrow is not promised to anybody, you know. And believe me when I say, you act like you've been there before or have some beyond and back experience. I mean, check it out, though. Like I said, people down hell want ice water, like, right? I mean, imagine all them screaming souls. As I'm hearing it, they be like saying, don't come here. As anybody that's about to enter into damn hell. Don't come here, go back, go back. You know what I'm saying? Imagine that, you know what I'm saying? See, you don't want to be you. If you are on your way to damn hell, you know, I'm sorry, but I can't go there with you. Especially since I had professed faith in Christ, you know. See, you don't want to be you. You know what I'm saying? Better recognize and realize this ain't no. I mean, the come subject to experiencing hell on earth is enough. I'm saying damn hell on earth is enough to consider. Then to wind up, end up in the real damn hell elsewhere once your clock stops ticking. You know, yeah, people in damn hell want ice water, make you be in heaven a half an hour before the devil and the demons know you're dead, you know. Ain't no joke. Get that ponderosa of heaven otherwise, and get the ponderosa of hell. Guess who will be the human shish kebab down there? The devil and the demon be clawing on you, and gnawing and clawing on you. Then you all take care and be safe, be blessed, not stressed even when you can or could possibly come or be at that status. I'll holler at you later. We out. Peace.